Clock out, come home, and drink away. To bash and burn the weekly plays. Douchey calls and sweaty balls, this is Scotch Sporting.
Hey, the finger guns were the...
Yeah, it was this. I don't know. I'm just throwing gang signs now. That's my new...
Speaking of...
I don't know.
No, we can't go straight into the lead off.
I mean, we could, but we don't have to.
What I wanted to, Mark, believe Dave was telling me that you bet on every Blue Jay except two to hit home runs this evening. Is that correct?
I did.
Every single one?
Which two of those Blue Jays did you not put money on?
The two that actually hit home runs tonight.
So who hit home runs tonight?
Danny Jansen and Corey Dickerson.
Oh, wow.
And which two Blue Jays did Mark not put money on?
Those two. Danny
Jansen and Corey Dickerson. When the first one happened, were you like, what are the odds?
Yeah, I was like, oh, fuck. Okay, well, the one guy. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
And then when Dickerson hit it, I'm like, come on.
Poor Mark. So even gods of gambling
yeah,
sometimes get it wrong. Yeah. I am in a room with no television and I'm scared of messing with the internet to stream the game down here. So if you guys can just keep me up to date on the score.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Wow, here we go.
I'm gonna be wet blanket. They need help from two of the worst teams.
Or the best team.
Who's the best team? Oh,
the Rays.
They need the Rays to sweep the Yankees.
Yeah.
But why are the Rays? Why? Like the Rays? If I'm the Rays, I'm like, I'm sitting everybody. I mean, I guess I don't think you can do that.
Remember when the Jays did that against the Royals, or against Baltimore, and then really fucked themselves out of a number one seed?
Right.
And you don't want to screw with momentum, though, either.
Wait, can the Rays lose the number one seed at this point?
No, they placed no. Yeah.
So then there's no reason. Like they don't even have to show up to these games.
Here's the reason, and I'll quote the great Herm Edwards.
Okay.
You play to win
the game, right?
And I mean, do you really want to play the Yankees in the playoffs?
I'd like to be in the playoffs.
That's a good point.
Right,
good point. So if you can eliminate them before the playoffs even start.
Right, the Rays are in. They have the number one spot. Would you not like to right now knock the Yankees out?
Oh, you're saying the Rays would knock the Yankees out, so you don't have to face them in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
So the scenario is this: the Blue Jays sweep the Orioles, and if the Rays sweep the Yankees, the Blue Jays are in.
Yes.
That's all it takes.
Because then the Jays would be one game ahead of the Yankees.
Right. However, the more realistic possibility is that the Blue Jays sweep the Orioles, which they need to do no matter what, right?
No, they don't have to.
They can win 2 out of 3, but they would need a lot of help.
Right. So the other scenario is they sweep the Orioles, and then both the Red Sox and the Mariners need to lose one game each.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, just in case you are someone who listens to this podcast like weeks after it happened, it's October 1st. It Correct. Is the last series of the major leagues, and the Blue Jays, this is part of our later, our leadoff, but the Blue Jays are in contention for a playoff spot still. They are one game back of a playoff spot.
It's October and the Blue Jays are playing meaningful baseball, and that's really all we ever want.
Exactly, because this feels like playoffs to me.
It is.
And like I almost left my family yesterday because the baby wouldn't go to sleep and I couldn't sit and watch the Jays game downstairs with Dave.
Well, that's why they lost then.
I think so. I had it on my phone, but it's not the same as sitting in front of a big screen with a beer. So, I mean, I'm not watching now because that's how much I care about you guys.
Oh, I feel special.
Right?
But we have it on another screen. Well, some of us do anyways.
Yeah, I could point my camera at it if you want me to.
That might get us kicked off Twitch, so let's not
fair
do
enough.
that.
Let's not do that.
Yeah. Kicked like forever?
Well, because MLB owns all the the rights.
Could be. I can't show anything that's copyrighted.
That's a word.
But yeah, no, because when you're watching the game and they're like, you can't disseminate information. You can't even talk about the game without
We just said the
written
score.
without express written consent.
Bring it on, MLB.
Yes.
Come after us.
We'll just go. We'll do like they did in The
what's good?
Simpsons. We'll be on the boat out in the water, and we'll be, talking about it with implied oral
Yes.
understanding. That was the line, right?
You have a little visitor.
I do.
Just boosting up our Twitch revenue.
And he's gone.
Yeah, 'cause we can't get the baby back in the lap, so we gotta get something else.
Can you close the door?
He is not in a mood that we would want him on this broadcast.
That's funny.
If we can hear him. What is your little one doing awake?
Well, it's Friday.
I guess it's a Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday. He doesn't have school tomorrow.
Friday.
Oh, hold on. Tell everybody, since you're here, what'd you get on your spelling test today?
5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh.
What words did you spell? Do you remember them?
What words did you spell? Is? How do you spell is?
I-S.
How do you spell it?
I-T.
How do you spell is like one of them?
Yep.
How do you spell like?
L-I-K.
Okay. What's another one of the words? I can't remember all of them.
He.
He?
Yeah.
Oh, and how do you spell he?
A-G.
Perfect. There you go. We were practicing all
Great.
week, and he did
Great
really
work.
good. So,
I am an atrocious speller, but I memorized what I needed to for tests.
exactly. Hey. No, here. There's no alcohol in this one. This is just Sprite.
It's 9:15. You're trying to get him to go to bed.
That
Give
is
him a
not no. It's not the 50s anymore. You can't do that shit.
That's how children work, right?
That's right.
Despite
All
Well, I believe we have a busy episode of
We
things to
do.
yell at each other about.
It's gonna be good.
Should we get right into our Scotchboarding lead off?
Let's do it.
So this is where we take 5 topics that I have deemed relevant this year, or this week rather, and we have a minute to talk about them. I will intro them and then leave it to you gentlemen to discuss and yell at each other and yell at me about. So we are going to, this was a last minute addition to our Scotchboarding lead off. The Super Bowl halftime show has been announced, and I am very excited.
I'm shocked.
So the Super Bowl is going to be in California. I'm not shocked when, it's being produced by Rock Nation, which is Jay-Z.
Right.
And it's in California, and mother of God, the NFL needs to stop alienating Black people.
Yeah.
This
So-
would be quite possibly the greatest halftime show.
I mean, and
ever.
it's not even just about alienating Black people. It's about alienating their fans. Like when you pick someone like Maroon 5. Okay, should we finish your thing and then we can.
start. But so the halftime show is Dr. Dre,
Yep.
Eminem,
Yep.
Kendrick Lamar,
Yep.
and Mary J. Blige,
And Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
and Snoop Dogg.
Like, it's
So
fantastic.
let's go. This is
All right. I
this
was
is
saying,
an
when you pick someone like Maroon 5, people who watch football, like NFL's demographic, doesn't fucking listen to Maroon 5. They listen to this.
I think they do.
No.
I don't think the NFL demographic listens to Kendrick Lamar.
Really? I don't know. Maybe.
What? I think NFL fans are listening to like Luke Bryant, but I mean, like, when you have people kneeling on the sidelines and then your halftime shows Maroon 5.
Right.
Mark, you think this is going to be the greatest halftime show of all time?
It could quite possibly be the greatest halftime show of all time.
Better than Prince?
Yes.
Oh.
With all that talent up there, come on.
Tyler?
I hope so. I just want to relive my high school days. That's really all I want to do.
But but Kendrick Lamar is the new one. Like he'll get the young folk in. They have to do California Love with hologram of Tupac.
That'll be in our prognostication for sure.
Okay, so this next one is absolutely to troll our TikTok interactions.
Man, they came at us hard.
Some folk so it turns out TikTok, there's a lot of, I don't know if anti-vaxxers are just questioning of vaccines on TikTok. So we had a couple of interactions on some of the stuff that we posted about, why does it matter? And I mean, obviously, it matters because you are, and this was a topic that we were maybe going to talk about. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar came out and was like, why on earth would you do anything to jeopardize the health of your team?
Right. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. Well, I mean, because I think it ties into this perfectly.
So the NBA, we were going to talk about the NBA, or I had it on as a topic of, they weren't really, I think we talked about it last week. They didn't really know what they were doing. There was no incentive to get it or to not. It was just kind of, but now they are saying you do not get paid for the games you miss because you're unvaccinated. And that is relevant because there are a bunch of states that have vaccine mandates.
Right.
So there are players who will not be able to play in any home game. So Andrew Wiggins is a perfect example. He's with the Golden State Warriors. He cannot play any home game.
And Chris Canadian, by the way.
Sorry?
No, because I remember a couple podcasts ago, Chris said because he felt that Canadians were
sure. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It was the hockey one. Yeah.
Well, I looked at just the sidebar on Andrew Wiggins. It kept saying like because of his beliefs and he's standing beside his beliefs. And I cannot find what he's believing in that is stopping him from getting this. I can't find his belief.
I think the belief is the anti-vax.
But it's not, I understand like there are people with religious exemptions. And as far as I know, he isn't claiming that. So I don't know what his belief is in that. So Andrew Wiggins,
the religion with the flying spaghetti monster, are they anti-vax?
No, God, no.
Okay. Because I have a guy at work who is, and he's a priest of that religion.
It's unrelated.
Okay.
He can't play any home game for Golden State, and he cannot play any games against the Raptors at home and wherever. I think there's a couple other states that have vaccine. New York, I don't think he can play. So that's why that matters. So gentlemen, like, we can start the clock. This has just been my long-winded explanation, but no vax, no pay. Why is this important? Do you agree with this? Just go, because we could talk about this for.
So I'll say this. I'll say this. Your place of work can require things of you to get the job done. And if you don't do those things to do your job, why should you get paid? He's not playing those games. Why would he get paid?
Yeah. And it's not because of an injury.
Right.
And what I'll also say is that even if you get COVID, you would say, the side effects aren't that serious. If you look at someone, say, like last year, Mo Bamba, the lesser famous brother of La Bamba, he could not get over the after effects of having COVID. Right. He struggled all year. Now, to have that happen to one of your players and have that spread, you want to risk having that kind of.
Yeah, that's like it's what Kareem Abdul-Jabbar said of like, why would you risk harm to your fellow player?
Yeah.
At the very least. Okay, so we talked about this a bit earlier with or What If, the MLB edition. So What If is another Marvel show that I am watching like 5 minutes of each episode and then asking Dave 1,000 questions.
That's great. The latest episode was fucking dope, but
oh, so good.
Mainly, I just did a deep dive on did they get the real actors to do the voices again? Right. And the answer is, for the most part, yes.
For some of them, yes.
The older ones that are under contract.
Right. So, like...
The Scarlett Johansson is someone else. Lake Bell.
Yeah.
And Rene Russo is someone else.
Tony Stark is someone else. And Steve Rogers.
And Cap is someone else, too.
But like, it's Natalie Portman in that Thor episode.
Actually shocked me that Natalie Portman was in that episode. I'm like, holy shit! But then I realized, like, oh yeah, she's gonna be in the new movie, so it makes sense.
Yeah. Now, whether or not this goes against their or counts against their appearance,
I don't think it would count as an appearance.
No.
Okay. But it's weird that
Boys
Tom
Over-
Holland wasn't in this. What didn't do the Spider-Man one?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he?
No,
I guess because
it was a pretty good.
Sony-
It was a pretty good impersonation of him, but yeah, he definitely didn't do it.
Oh, the baby is just losing his shit. Okay, so we have What If, the MLB edition. So we are in a situation. I think when I wrote this, there could be a 4-way tie, but I don't think that's possible now. Mark, correct me if I'm wrong. There maybe still is, though.
It's still a chance
So there is a chance that we can have a 4-way tie
for 2 spots.
for 2 spots. So there could be a play-in game to the play-in game.
Yeah.
I have
To the playoffs.
I have no questions beyond start the timer. How fucking cool would that be? And do we almost want that to happen?
100% want it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, I'd rather
more
them expand the
baseball, let's
playoff
do it.
system, but this is better than what they have.
I mean, that's it. Like the MLB needs 8 teams per league in the
Yeah.
playoffs. Just do it.
Yeah.
Even if you do the first round or the first 2 rounds, best 2 out of 3.
Like they did last year.
Right. It was great last year.
Yeah. Jays
Well,
were out
can
within 24 hours. It was great.
Can I take this this last 30 seconds then to say how stupid it is? And I hate many playoff formats that I believe it's the NL West, where 2 teams can have an insane record of over 100 wins, and one of them might
Missed the playoffs.
be a wild card.
Or what be a wild card? Yeah.
Even worse, way back in the days in the 90s when you had to win your division, the Braves won 108 games, but the Giants won 109, so therefore they were out of the playoffs completely.
So take the NL, take the AL, and just take the top 8.
Here's the thing though. So here's what I'm gonna say with that. Back when it was just the top teams from each division made the regular season way more exciting. Like especially those last couple weeks.
Yeah.
But no, I'm always for more teams in the playoffs.
Oh, me too. I
Yeah.
just don't. I hate the divisions and shuffle everybody when it comes to playoffs. Anyways, okay, guys. Second chances in sports seem to happen all the time for domestic abuse, for gun issues. Also, quick sidebar: if you follow us on Instagram, I just want to take a moment with the Aroldis Chapman pitching. Every time I see him on the mound, and Tyler, apparently you and Katie had a conversation about this.
We did.
The
Yep.
Yankees are not allowed facial hair, but Aroldis Chapman can fire off a whole bunch of rounds to scare the crap out of his girlfriend. And here's your job, sir.
It's totally fine.
Totally fine.
That's cool. Beards, get the fuck out.
Get off my
Domestic
team.
violence, whatever.
Shave those
Can you
sideburns,
throw-
Mattingly.
Yeah, can you throw real good? Okay, so we have a lot of instances in football where people get chances. I'm looking at you, Tyreek Hill. I'm looking at you, Ray Lewis. I'm looking at you, Richie Incognito. But one feller I'm just rooting for is finally reinstated and picked up by the very same Kansas City Chiefs. Josh Gordon is back, guys.
Yeah.
Yay.
Hooray.
He served his 5th suspension for the weeds, and he is back in the NFL. So please start the clock. Are we okay with this second chance?
Yes.
Technically, this is the 5th.
Fifth
For him?
chance?
Yeah.
But like
For him, though, it makes sense.
I mean, weed's not performance enhancing. Come on.
No.
If he was doing roids, sure. But
Yeah.
you're just smoking some pot, man. That's not doing shit.
You know what? I also feel, what would you guys feel if it was like cocaine?
I would hope that he would get help.
Yeah.
Because cocaine's
That's
harder
bad.
than that. That's worse for you.
It's
But this is my 5th cocaine bust, and I finally kicked my habit. Are we? Because for me, if
Yes.
it's, I'm more sympathetic to drugs.
100%. Because it's a people say it's a disease. Addiction is a disease. I don't know if I agree with that, but I mean, I used to smoke, so I know about addiction. I've tried to give up food stuff that I'm addicted to, not cocaine, but
It's a hell of a drug.
but addiction is real, and when you can see what it does to your psyche, it's crazy. So yeah, kicking an addiction, any addiction, is hard. So,
And is there anything anyone loves as much as Josh Gordon loves weed?
I'm sure there are.
I love my children as much as Josh Gordon loves me.
More than Josh.
It's at least as much.
I don't know. Well, speaking of 1,000 chances, I wanted to talk about this a couple weeks ago, but we're just gonna, we maybe won't even need the full minute. But lols, Deshaun Watson is still on the Houston Texans, not starting, because he has 22, I believe it is in the 20s of civil suits filed against him, pending criminal charges, but nothing laid. So I know do you guys say, so my question is, do you guys think part of this is because he's kind of asked for a trade? And if he being a little bitch to the Texans, would he be starting right now? And how do you guys feel if the charges are just pending? Maybe.
I would want him off my team still.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I know early on we played the conspiracy theory thing, like maybe this is all just drummed up and blah, blah, blah. I mean, this is enough people to make it seem like there's something. Yeah. And if we're pending criminal charges, like, I mean, yeah.
So you don't think this would be different if he didn't openly want out of Houston either?
Like he wouldn't be starting? No, no. You can't start someone that's going through this.
Yeah, no. Even Bill Belichick cut Fernandez or Aaron Hernandez like as soon as
as soon as there was a whiff of him being involved, and you're gone.
So why is it different for other people and like Tyreek Hill and Kareem Hunt and who've actually been charged with stuff?
But
charged, did it stick?
Plus.
Did it?
20 plus people.
Was
Kareem
he actually
Hunt,
indicted? You know, like
Kareem Hunt, no. Tyreek Hill, yes. Adrian Peterson, yes, as well, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. It's such, again, this could be another full podcast talk, because it's saying that, people like Michael Vick who did the unthinkable but served their time.
Right.
And seemed to make amends for the horrific stuff he did, but just makes me want to go hug my dog. Okay, since we have relaunched this podcast, I thought it would be good to redo our jersey rules. So some of our running gags, for lack of a better word, I think we need to reintroduce to a potential new audience that is watching us.
Correct.
We are very strict with our jersey rules. Because I remember long ago when I was a child, when What Not to Wear was on television, it was one of my favorite shows when I was like 10. My mom and I watched it together. And one of the women wore, I think it was a Johnny Damon jersey. So at the beginning of the episode, they get you to like put on your 3 favorite outfits and go in this 360 mirror and we will rip you to shreds emotionally. She walked in with her Johnny Damon jersey, and I remember them saying, you know what? This is Johnny Damon's actual work uniform.
Right.
And when he leaves his work,
he doesn't wear it.
He is not wearing this uniform anymore.
Oh, that's such an interesting way to look at it. I never once thought of it that way.
And that always stuck in my brain.
Right. Because, when you leave work, whatever you have to, because there's always something you have to wear at work. It comes off as soon as you walk out of your place of work, whether it's a name badge or a little key card thingy or a work shirt. Remember the Rogers work shirts, Tyler?
Oh my God.
It was burned into my brain.
Like how fast out of the store do those come off, right?
Oh, I think it was off before I left the store, to be totally honest.
Okay, yeah, probably usually closing, right? So, yeah.
It burned into my brain at a very young age that this is someone's work uniform. This isn't a shirt.
Right.
So I've always had a problem with people wearing jerseys as their shirt for the day. I'm wearing a plaid shirt dress. Tyler's wearing a Blue Jays hoodie. Chris, you're wearing your nice plaid shirt over a t-shirt. Mark, you're wearing a gray t-shirt, it appears.
Tough Mudder.
So all of us went into our closets and we all have jerseys, and none of us went, this will be my shirt for today, and pulled out a jersey.
Right.
So because of this,
I want somebody to show up to my work with my work uniform on. That's what I want to happen.
I have a hard time wearing my jerseys when I'm not like actively like I have to actively be, if I'm going to a game, I'll wear my jersey. Or if it's like a big game, I'll wear a jersey, but otherwise I'm not busting out the jerseys.
Well, and that's how the jersey rules were born. But with Scotch Sporting 2.0, we need to have jersey rules 2.0. I'm a bit biased because of my early childhood trauma.
Right. I think you might be the harshest one out of all of us on these.
You guys told me the jersey
that's
Nazi
true.
last
No,
time.
yeah, Mark was the jersey Nazi.
Mark is the jersey Nazi.
Mark has more etiquette rules where I'm just like, do not wear it unless you're going to a game.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I'm much more black and white.
You're pretty black and white.
But Mark is very etiquette.
However, and our rules cover more than just like, oh, don't wear it after Labor Day. Like it's not just don't wear it here, don't wear it there. Like our rules, we get into it.
If you break one of these rules, you have committed a jersey foul.
Correct. And three jersey fouls and you're out.
I took our show doc and I wrote questions, rules. So we're going to just go down the list. If there is any debate, let's have at her. Okay? Right. Okay. So
we'll have consensus. So if it's consensus, we just keep moving. And
exactly.
But we need to come as a Scotch Sporting consensus as to whether this is acceptable or unacceptable. And
I'm going to leave the ones that we agree on this doc. I'll put it in another area of our show docs, and we will always have these as our jersey
ready
rules
to
refer back to.
Ready
and
to go.
Please, if there is anyone watching and you have rules to throw out there, please let us know in the chat.
Hit us up in the comments down below as well on YouTube.
If you agree or disagree. Okay. So first one, this is in no particular order. I think Mark and I just have at her.
You guys just, I was reading them today. I'm like, holy shit.
Okay, a player is still active, but is on another team. So Mark, did you mean like
Tom Brady
wearing?
This is the best.
A Josh Donaldson Blue Jays jersey to the Blue Jays game.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yes.
This is okay?
I think so. And I have a question further to this later.
So I'm of two minds of this one. And I think that someone like Donaldson, someone like Tom Brady, these are okay. These are players that,
as long as they use it, like as long as they hit a certain iconic level.
Like Tom Brady, you can't tell a Pats fan. You telling me they're playing the Bucks this Sunday, and you're telling me there aren't going to be thousands, and I mean thousands of Brady jerseys at that game. And Brady's playing on the other team and is probably going to beat the shit out of them up and down the field. Maybe not. But, you know, I think that someone like Brady transcend, because normally I'm with Mark because I've had some issues with Ticats fans still wearing Colaros jerseys. Colaros beat us in the fucking Grey Cup last year. Well, 2 years ago. Please put the Colaros jerseys away. Or the Johnny Manziel jerseys too. You can put those away as well.
Well, and I guess we will say I understand the cost of a jersey.
Right.
So I think some people are like, I shelled out for this, I'm wearing it. I think the answer is that you guys are saying is just don't wear the jersey then.
Right.
You don't have to buy another one.
Right. Just don't wear it. Wait until they retire. When he's retired, go nuts.
Exactly.
I say it's fine, period. Chris says it's fine depending. Tyler, you say it's fine depending?
No, I'm with Mark on this one. No. You can't. No.
Okay, so I'm writing that this
leave it at home.
Split. So we'll keep this as a maybe rule.
Okay.
Put it to the poll and let the audience decide.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, anything that 50-50 will become a poll on Instagram. So follow us on Scotch Sporting. The player is active, and you wear it to his new team. So this is kind of the opposite of Mark's. I go to a Donaldson game in Minnesota.
You're wearing the Jays.
Can I wear my Blue Jays Donaldson jersey?
I say no.
This is a yes for me. This is a 100% yes. Oh my God, we have no consensus.
I'm going to say frig, because it depends. Frig.
You're the deciding vote.
It depends on the player. Like, so if I went to, so if
So
I
now
went,
you and Chris have flip flop on the two questions because you were yes, and then Chris was depends, and now you're depends, and Chris is yes.
Yeah, because I'm okay with this because like there's players that I love. Like when if I went to a Florida Panthers game, you better believe I'm busting out my Thornton jersey.
yeah, that's my point too. If it's the player that I love, but I have a Kyle
Why would I
Rudolph.
ever go to a Panthers jersey?
Exactly. I have a
game.
Kyle
Because
Rudolph.
they give you tickets when you're pumping gas at the gas station.
True.
It came with your pizza. I have a Kyle Rudolph Vikings jersey. He is with someone garbage now. I want to say the Jets. Anyways, I am not a huge fan of Kyle Rudolph. I just got that jersey because I couldn't think of anyone else to get.
And it's a no.
I have a Tim Thomas jersey. Would I have worn it if I was able to see him in Dallas? Yes.
And right. And you think like again, I'm gonna go back to Tom Brady, but if a Pats fan goes to a Bucks game and wears a Brady jersey, that's fine with me.
Okay, this is one that I am very, very, very strongly about. So we
landed 50-50 on this one?
We're 50-50.
Okay.
This is one I feel very strongly about. A custom name jersey
is never okay.
I think we're all going to be in the same boat for this one.
It is never okay. You never get your own name. Get your own name.
There's a guy or girl on the team that has the same last name as you.
Okay.
That's okay. But that's not
the
custom.
Only time.
That's
no, it's not custom. Not at all. No.
Right. But no, like I can't go get a Sharks jersey with Taylor on the back and number 69 because it's fucking hilarious.
Well, especially with your name, Chris, your last name is so generic, no offense, because it's my first name, that I would spend the entire game trying to figure out if anyone named Taylor ever played. But if I saw like Bun or Bert, I'd be like, they were never a player.
That's not a player.
Hoskin, I'd be like, anyways.
And getting like stupid jokes on there, that's bad too. Although there's one exception. Mark, you'll remember this. There's the Ducks fan with the Sharks jersey that said Cups won and it was 00.
Yes.
Like
that was funny.
That's a troll. He bought a Sharks jersey to troll Sharks fans. Is actually hilarious, and that's the only time I would.
One or two very good trolls.
Yeah, that's the only time I will allow it.
Purposes, yes, exactly.
So Dave went to fantasy camp because he works in advertising and he gets stupid stuff. A couple of years ago, he went to Blue Jays fantasy camp and he got a custom jersey with his last name on
different.
it. I will not let him wear it to a game, though.
Oh, right, but that's cool.
That's cool. That's how serious we are.
Cool that he's got it. Hang it
Put
up.
it on display.
Hang it up, and you got a great story.
I wore it for our engagement photos. End of times that has been worn. Like that's it.
Right.
So this is how serious we are. Okay, so this is staying on. Mark, this one. Come on. Same sport that you need to explain this one. Same sport, same color, completely different team.
Mark is specifically referring to the Tiger Cats. Because we get this one all the time at Tiger Cats games.
Or TFC.
TFC, I'm sure you get. What do you get?
TFC,
like
we get a whole bunch of Man U and Liverpool
jerseys,
guys.
of course.
Liverpool, I was gonna say Liverpool.
Yeah. So it's the same sport. The Pittsburgh Steelers wear black and gold, black and yellow. I'm sure they call it, but it looks awful lot like Tiger Cats if you're not really looking. And so, is that okay? Because the answer is no.
The answer is no.
No,
absolutely no.
Right.
No. I appreciate the effort of I'm going to a game. What are your team's colors?
Yes, but not a jersey.
I just wear a black t-shirt.
Yeah.
So again, example, we were traveling and we were in North Carolina a couple years ago and happened to be there when the Bruins were playing a playoff game there. So we went. I didn't pack my jersey because I didn't know if we'd be going. I just wore a black t-shirt.
Yeah. Perfect.
I did. Right? Like I'm not gonna, wear another black and yellow thing to be like, this is close. I just wore a black t-shirt. Anyways. Okay, so we'll leave that on. Bad knockoffs.
I love this. Like, so we have to make, the problem is you have to define bad. And I think, so the definition I will submit to the class and you guys can agree or not agree. It has to be so bad that at literally a glance, you can tell there's something wrong. Like when we saw the one at the Jays game where it was Dodgers numbers.
Yep.
Like look at Mark, behind Mark there. Look at that Vladdy jersey. The Jays numbers are pretty unique.
Mm-hmm.
And so you know when you don't see those numbers, when it's like that it's wrong. And I would say that's the caveat. Like it has to be a glance, and holy shit, that's not right.
Yeah,
and because
that's just bad knockoffs. Because there are some good knockoffs, but
right.
I'm gonna say yes.
That they're okay?
Because just because financially, I think some people need to.
But I mean, you can get good knockoffs for the same price as a bad knockoff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
maybe I don't know where to look. Maybe I'm also stupid.
I mean, yes, all of this is true, but but I'm gonna go no. Yeah, I'm gonna go no. Never okay. If you open the bag and it's from China, you spent $20 on this shitty jersey, order another one from a different spot.
Yeah, no on bad knockoffs.
No?
Knockoffs
Okay.
fine. Knockoffs fine, but if like it's terrible, don't
don't wear it, especially to the game.
Okay, player changes the number, but they're still on the team.
Totally fine.
This I'm okay with. Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I just wanted to introduce it just because it has happened, especially now with football changing their numbers rule.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that's good. National team jersey of a player. So if I'm Freddie Freeman, and I played for Team Canada, can I wear my Freddie Freeman Team Canada jersey to is he still with the Braves game?
He is still with the Braves, and no, you cannot.
Really?
No.
What?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm with Chris because for me it also depends on the player, and if I bought a national team jersey of a player, I think I'm clearly a fan of the player.
Wow. No, fuck. Of course you can wear one. Oh my god.
No.
So
Sorry.
This one's 50-50. And Tyler, why do you say no?
If you're really a fan of the player, if that's the goal, buy his other jersey.
But I have his other jersey. Hold on, I have his other jersey, and tonight I decided. I wanted the Team Canada crest on my chest.
But you're not at a Team Canada game.
Yeah,
but my player represented and won a gold medal for Team Canada because it's Patrick fucking Marleau. I mean, he didn't really do much in that, but he was there. And he has gold medals. He has 2, doesn't he? Anyways, at least 1. I'm wearing that fucking jersey, and you can't tell me no.
I didn't know you guys hated your country so much.
Yeah, really. I just hate Canada.
Okay, a non-active player who is more known more to be associated with another team. Mark, do you have an example?
Perfect example, because I saw this at the Ticats game as well. A Favre jersey, Vikings jersey.
Brett Favre Vikings jersey, yeah. I mean,
well, first of all, why were they wearing that at Ticats game?
That's neither here nor there.
Someone who was iconic, like is that like wearing a Gretzky non-Oilers jersey?
Like a Blues Gretzky jersey.
Blues jersey.
Or a Tim Thomas Dallas Stars jersey.
I'm okay with it if you're going to that team's game.
So you're going to a Vikings game, you can wear the Favre jersey?
You mean you're going to that team's game?
In my scenario?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the answer is yes. The answer is yes.
If the player is retired and you're wearing the team's colors, that jersey for the team you're going to watch, I'm okay with it.
I'm saying no because you shouldn't have purchased that jersey in the first place.
No, that's not the case, especially with Brett Favre, because you're a division rival and it's a fucking fantastic troll to Packers fans.
Truth.
But I still think it's perfectly fine.
I'll say yes then if it's Brett Favre. Mark?
I am yes if it's attending the actual team because he did play for that team, so you're allowed to wear that jersey.
Perfect.
Okay, so we're leaving this on. Okay, mine is the coach, and I say this because my husband owns a Cito Gaston jersey.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Someone always stops him and talks to him about it.
Of course. Okay, so man, of course you could wear a Cito
Of
Gaston
course, you wear
jersey.
the manager's jersey.
Yeah.
I'm totally cool with that.
I'm
Yeah.
getting a fucking Gibbons jersey. And I'm gonna sit back in the chair.
Yeah, go back to that pouch.
Yeah. Oh, it's coming back. Don't worry.
Okay, I might have a team that no longer exists.
To a game, any game.
To a game, any
So
game.
I'm going to see the Sharks and the Lightning.
And you are
I'm
wearing a Quebec Nordique.
A Quebec
Oh no, they
Nordique.
moved.
Okay, well, I think all the NHL teams have moved.
Did everyone move? Okay,
Yeah.
then I will combo this with the next question. The team moved. Can you wear its old version to a new city?
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, as long as
it's still part of the franchise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Okay.
I think you can leave that no longer exists though because this
You
is a
in?
yeah because this is a different that's a different question because yes, the Montreal Expos moved to Washington, but they're not the Washington Expos. They have a whole new identity. So I would say for sure it's okay to wear a Washington or a Montreal Expos jersey at a Washington Nationals game. But can you wear an Expos jersey at a Blue Jays game?
And they're playing like say the New York Yankees. I say
right.
no.
Canada's different.
Canada
though.
is different, but the answer is
the
no.
answer is no.
Is no.
Yeah, I agree. No. I think Canada like Expos at a Blue Jays game.
It has a different feel, but
I'd be a bit more okay with than like wearing a Thrashers jersey to
Maybe.
Wild.
I would say the exception might be for Canada Day, just because it's.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, that's a 1 out of 365
Exception.
exception.
Okay, playoffs are over. You can stop wearing your jersey now, but full amnesty during the playoffs. That's my opinion.
You can wear
how
it
long?
wherever like you're just going to the bar. And
Yeah,
not even to watch the game. Not even to watch the game. You're just going to the bar, you just wear your Leafs jersey.
If we're in it, we're in it.
Okay.
You know, the city's in it, the city's in it. But your team, so if you're as soon as your team is out of the playoffs, it's off. But if your team
retired.
won, what is the grace period to wear your jersey? I say 2.
I say, I mean like after they're done.
They won. So if
They won
the Blue,
they won?
if the Blue Jays get in and they get bounced after the wild card, jersey's off.
Jersey's off.
But the Blue Jays win the World
If they
Series.
won, you wear up until the day of the parade, and after the day of the parade, done.
I'm gonna do you one better. You get until the fucking opening day of the following season.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Your
you
team
want
won,
the offseason to
and
celebrate.
you're just blasting "We're the champions" everywhere you go.
Tyler,
Okay, Italian fans. Like,
this is who inspired this question.
no, I'll go with Mark on this one and go the parade, and you're done.
Yeah,
That's,
because
I like that
soccer
answer.
analogy, that's another 4 years we gotta listen to.
Right?
fucking-
Like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I can't do that. I'm sorry, Italian fans. I can't. handle
Okay, it's time to choose a New Jersey. How do you make the decision?
Oh, this is a tough one.
Old school or like we are all, and this leads to a later question that's somewhere around here. We're all in our 30s, except for one of us who shall remain nameless.
Thank
It's hard for me to pick someone. Like it's such a guessing game of who's gonna stay.
Yeah.
So would you pick someone new if you had to get a brand new? We're all Jays fans, so if you had to get a brand new Blue Jays jersey, and you couldn't pick Guerrero, who would you pick? Would you go old school, or would you take a gamble on someone?
I'd go Bichette then if I can't pick Guerrero.
I would take a gamble.
Yeah.
I mean, Bichette's a safe one. I would want to take a gamble. I'd like to get a Springer jersey. I think that would be my pick.
That would be my pick as well because he signed long term.
Yeah.
So you know he's got at least 5 years. And he's getting paid.
I think I'd gamble
But
too.
I can't get it now because my brother got it, so I am not in the Springer.
Did he get the baby blue one?
No, you get the white one.
Oh, I like the white. I like the white Jays jerseys.
It's better to have a Guerrero,
This is why I own a jersey for all of my teams without numbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have those versions as well.
I have a
brother,
blank
but,
everything.
So your favorite player left the city under questionable circumstances. So questionable in this is like a Ben Simmons questionable of like they're a real dick to your team, or Tim Thomas sitting out for the season before he left Boston. Although
Is this like Cavs fans burning LeBron's jersey? Is that what's happening?
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
So you're saying it's my favorite player specifically?
Yes. So for me, this was a hard one because of Tim Thomas.
Right.
Right? Like, but Ben Simmons is a bitch and who'd have his jersey. So would you wear someone leaving who basically got angry at the city and demanded a trade? Like if you had a jersey, or Tyler's example of LeBron back in the day.
Forever in a box.
Yeah. Until retirement. And then reevaluate.
Even then, I wouldn't wear it.
Reevaluate after, because time heals all wounds.
I mean, LeBron did come back,
and that's right. LeBron did come back to the Cavs.
But I'm saying someone like, say, O.J. Simpson.
Well, hey, that's
hold on.
That's the next question.
Hold on. That's a little different.
Because so I agree with you guys. I still would I forever in a box until it became okay. So my Tim Thomas example is like, now I don't live in Boston, so I don't know how it was there.
Right.
But I would have like given it a year or two and they love him again now. Right. I don't know if they ever didn't. Okay, your favorite player, so speaking of O.J. Simpson, have had some questionable things come out about them, but nothing confirmed. So perhaps like a Ray Lewis, but I'm thinking about a Deshaun Watson in this instance. I'm thinking about a Kareem Hunt. Tyreek Hill was charged. Look it up. Can you wear it?
I mean, if it's like a rapey rape thing,
it's in a box. It's in a box.
Yeah, rapey rape.
Yeah. I can't wear. Like, I couldn't wear it. I couldn't do it.
I agree. What about so like a Richard Sherman? Like, let's get away from rape and domestic violence, and let's just you beat up your father-in-law. Allegedly.
I don't know about that one either. Like if we're talking like Josh Gordon,
What about, so is this a depends situation? What about like a Kevin Pillar who used the F word, a couple years ago?
I mean, yeah.
So we're all on a depends on this, I assume?
It's really case by case.
It's all on the severity of the issue.
It's really case by case. And and your love for the player really weighs in on this as well, right? Like, do I love this player enough that I'm gonna overlook?
I mean, you loved it enough that you bought the jersey, so that shows.
Right.
I do like that. I think it is in a box until you see what happens. Like, I don't think you could wear it. I'm thinking Pilar a couple of years ago. Remember when he used the slur? Like, I wouldn't have worn his jersey.
No.
Probably for the rest of that year if I had it. But he made amends and et cetera, et cetera.
And I got a fucking ball in the face.
A couple generic ones. Game day in your city. Can you wear the jersey? You are not personally going to the game.
Are you going to a bar? Or are we talking like during the day?
During the day.
Oh, no.
No, it's in your bag before you can put it on as you leave work.
Yeah,
to the bar.
We're talking like game day regular season.
Yeah, game day regular season.
Because football, there's so few games.
So it is Saturday. The Ticats are not playing at home.
They are okay.
You wake up in the morning and you are wearing your jeans. You get to put it, and this is the shirt I will wear, and you grab your Ticats jersey.
Yes,
as your shirt for the day.
I will do that sometimes.
So the answer is no, except Chris.
Right. I mean, I wear if I'm working on game day, I have a Ticats like golf shirt that I wear to work.
Golf shirts are different.
But
we're talking jerseys.
But I'm representing my team.
That's fine. That's fine.
If you would you wear your jersey to work if you could
on game day?
Yeah.
But you're not going to watch the game.
Okay, that's different. That's
they're
different.
They're not at home.
Right.
Okay, but we also, sorry, Chris, you're outvoted. Game day not in your city. I think this is no.
We
Oh
just-
well.
We just did this one, so no again.
Okay, this is one for me, ladies. If there's any ladies, please type it in. And maybe this is just me, and different strokes for different folks. I have a problem wearing a very young lad's jersey, and I also think it's weird when you men do as well, to be perfectly honest.
I have
Mark,
a hard time finding a jersey of someone who's older than me.
That's why that's why I'm said, like, I would almost. So Mark, what's the name of that the Montreal guy who's like 19, the Canadian, Montreal Canadian?
Cole Caulfield.
Yeah, and he did very well in the play. So he's like 19 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is very strange for grown men in their 50s wearing the jersey of a 19-year-old. So my question is, do you guys think that's weird?
No.
Because you'd all wear a Boba Fett jersey, so I knew what the answer was going to be.
I have a Guerrero jersey.
He's 22 years old?
Yeah.
Is he 22 or 23?
I think he just turned 23.
Right. So he is about the same age as my daughter.
And you'd wear his jersey.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You pervy old man. So I am in the majority. You guys think it's totally okay. Or I am in the minority for this.
Mhm.
Basketball jerseys, are they ever okay?
No.
That's my simple question. Basketball
You know
jerseys,
what?
tank tops.
The new designs, they're all. It's passable if you wear a T-shirt underneath of it.
But
it is.
you looks dumb with a t-shirt underneath it.
No,
Yeah,
because I mean, even some players are wearing those compression shirts underneath, so it's like
True,
a T-shirt underneath,
True.
right?
Basketball players barely look good in
No,
basketball.
yeah.
jerseys.
Unless you're playing the game, you'd never wear a basketball jersey.
Yeah.
If,
I have
if you're fit, you can rock it.
Don't care. Men in
Okay.
tank tops, don't care. Wearing a Riders jersey anywhere.
Fuck
But basketball
no.
jerseys aren't tank tops anymore, though.
Fuck
Whatever.
no. Riders jerseys when
Never.
oh God. Stay in Saskatchewan. God.
I'm just gonna say stay in Regina because
Yeah.
I'm not from Saskatchewan.
You could have just
Is
said
it-
Sask.
okay.
Tell me from Saskatchewan without telling me from Saskatchewan. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
They have a
So this
watermelon
is-
on their head too.
This is very specific to Canada, so any international listeners, I think this is unique to the Grey Cup, but we could say Super Bowl as well. So let's
Yeah,
say
but
Grey Cup or Super Bowl.
No, a Super Bowl is different, but yes. Anyways,
Can
go on.
you wear any team
The
to
Grey Cup
your team to the Grey Cup or the Super
because
Bowl?
the Grey Cup has a festival around it. Each team rents out like a venue and has a party. So there's and it doesn't matter if your team's in the Grey Cup or not. There's a Ottawa party, there's a Hamilton party, there's a Montreal party, there's a Saskatchewan party. Every team has a party. And so you're going and you're wearing your colors because it's your team and it's Grey Cup week, and Grey Cup's very like everybody getting together and having a party. It's not.
And I feel the same way about the Super Bowl because you go to the Grey Cup or the Super Bowl because of what they are.
right.
They're these one game events, and I think it's different from baseball, like a World Series or the Stanley Cup.
It's way different.
This is a one-time event that it's like the Super Bowl especially would be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go to.
And I mean, it's usually a neutral site, and it's built up for a long time. It's not like
it's neutral site. I think that's it. Tyler,
Yeah.
Mark, what do you guys
No.
think?
know what.
No to wearing your jersey to if your team's not in the Super Bowl or the Grey Cup. No.
Mark.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey.
so Mark, you have Grey Cup tickets this year. You're gonna
Yeah.
go to the Grey Cup, and you're not gonna wear Tiger Cat stuff. You're gonna go to that
If the
stadium,
Ticats aren't in
and
the Grey
you're
Cup.
not going to wear Tiger Cat stuff.
No.
You all better fucking believe I will have my camera all over him that day
And I will not be wearing a Ticats
because
jersey.
we're gonna peer pressure the fuck out of him.
Tyler?
You can't go to that game not wearing Tiger Cat
We
stuff.
need you
I'm
as the
telling you.
tiebreaker.
So
It's
I
okay, the
like
Ticats will be in the Grey Cup.
I didn't know that everybody had a party at the Grey Cup.
Yeah.
That changes my opinion about the Grey Cup. Super Bowl, I don't like it. I'm okay with it at the Grey Cup. because of that reason.
It's a celebration of like Canadian football, and it's all of Canadian football.
Because there's only 9 teams. That's why it's easier to do that.
Yeah, I'm cool with it because of that reason. But Super Bowl anywhere else.
Right? Mark was the only one.
Yeah,
but he's in the Super Bowl as well.
But it says Grey Cup. But it says
this
Grey
question
Cup.
is strictly Grey Cup.
So okay, I'll make a second one about Super Bowl. So Super Bowl down the middle, then, right?
Yeah, because I'm okay with Super Bowl.
Yeah, me too. Okay, it's opening day or opening weekend. You choose what sport, but you're at a completely different sports game. Can you wear your jersey? So you're at a Jays game when it is NFL. It's your team's first game of the season. Can you wear your?
I'm sorry, I'm not wearing my Broncos gear to a Jays game. No.
Okay, no, I agree with you guys. What about not. Dave's worn a hat, which I'm okay with because it's different. Okay, last question.
The hat's not a jersey. Though. We don't have hat rules.
Yeah. You are at a completely different sport, but your team is in the playoffs. So this comes from back in the day. I was at a Jays game. This was like 10 years ago when the Leafs were at a playoff run. People were wearing their Leafs jerseys at the Jays game because the game was on at the same time.
No.
Then you should have gone to that game or gone to a bar.
Yeah, getting Leafs tickets for the playoffs.
Wow.
That's good.
I said yes.
I went to a Jays game the same day I had TFC tickets. Like the Jays game was at 1, TFC was at 4.
But it was TFC playoffs?
I honestly don't remember. I changed on the train.
When we did Scotch Sporting Day, we changed.
We changed, yeah. Interesting, because I'd say I think it's especially city. Interesting. Okay, wow.
No,
I'm less cold-hearted now.
Well,
okay,
here's what I did. I think I've told the story before. I was at a Leafs game, and it was the wild card weekend. Niners were playing the Saints. I wore my Niners jersey underneath my Leafs jersey, but didn't show it. It was still Leafs gear on top. And I was watching the game because I was high enough up to watch the game in one of the boxes.
Okay.
I like that.
And I wore for mainly superstitious reasons.
Right.
Because
obviously.
See, I'm not superstitious. I'm just a little stitious.
A little stitious?
Yeah.
If you have any other rules, please comment. We are at Scotch Sporting on all platforms, including TikTok, which I still do not understand. So please let us know if you have any other rules that you want us to discuss. If you have different opinions on our rules, I will post on Instagram throughout this week the questions that we were all on the fence about to get answers. And now for this week's Would You Rather. This is a tough one, I think. Would you rather wear the proper jersey of the team you are seeing and cheering for, but it's someone who had a scandalous exit from the city? So we're not talking like domestic violence, like a Roberto Osuna, but we are talking about being a little asshole, like a Ben Simmons.
Yeah, or like LeBron James leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or wear a blank jersey of the opposing team.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I know, this was a tough one.
Those are my only options.
Someone who left the city under terrible circumstances, but it is for the correct team, or a blank jersey of the opposite team.
So I have an answer, and the answer is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
I have duct tape. And I just tape over the name.
You can't duct tape, my friend. That's not how Would You Rather works.
Oh, damn it.
That was explicitly said in the question.
That's fine. It's fine. I'm looking for loopholes.
I like that loophole. It's a good one.
I do appreciate the loophole. This is a Would You Rather. There's no loophole. Would You Rather.
God, someone else go first, because I'm struggling with this one.
Decide, and ultimately, it's the team that's playing. You have to wear.
Right, it's
I'm
your
wearing
team.
the opposite. I'm wearing the opposite team.
You're wearing the bad guys?
Wow.
Yeah. No one needs to know that I could just be a tourist.
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at it from I'm a season ticket holder, right? Everybody that I sit around knows me.
Know.
And if I show up rocking a blank Argos jersey,
Skelly would knock you the fuck out.
I would get beat the shit up. Man.
Skelly would punch you and then just poof, smoke, gone.
Yeah. Oh
disappear.
my God. Yeah, I think I would have to do the scandalous exit player. Oh, that's tough. As much as I would want to.
I'm on the same boat as Chris. I'm wearing my team jersey.
Amazing, guys. Well, thank you. That's it on this episode. And my kid has been suspiciously quiet for the remainder of this podcast, so I need to go make sure everyone's still alive. But please, at Scotch Sporting, all social media platforms. So if you're listening to this, you have some opinions on this, because I think this is going to get fiery.
Yeah,
I think there's definitely going to be some debate on things because people don't feel the same way about jersey. Please hit us up
on this podcast.
Yeah, we don't even agree.
Any interactions are good interactions, so just let us know. Even if you're yelling or you're an anti-vaxxer, we welcome anyone and everyone. But any other quick sports news? What's the score before I go upstairs?
The Jays have won.
Oh.
It is over.
What was the final?
What about the other game? 6-4.
The Red Sox are up for top of the ninth. The Rays are also up over the Yankees in the top of the ninth.
Ooh.
And the Seattle game has yet to begin.
Perfect.
All right.
And also share some more Ben Simmons news. This is even better because Joel Embiid came out with a couple of comments, pretty much saying that what Simmons is doing is disrespectful to the team because they've done everything they could to cater to Simmons' needs.
Yeah.
And him not showing up to play for them is just a slap in the face.
Yep, I agree. All right. Well, thank you for listening, everybody. Next week for this a day later than normal. So we have a late entry in our draft. Tyler, would you mind reading it?
Oh boy.
The previous questions. Maybe we will do this then.
Yeah, I remembered we had them on the website a while back.
Nice.
So I found them and downloaded and I've sent people.
I think we hit these up. All right, cool.
Perfect.
Okay. There's a couple we can touch on later, but I think we've gone long and I need to go see to a baby, but
all right.
I guess thanks for listening, everybody. Clock out, come home.
You've been listening to a Rabble Press podcast. Visit rabblepress.com for more podcasts.